Hi guys, you haven't seen me for a while, so I'm just gonna give you a face. Hope you forgot about me. But anyway, last week the market was pretty good. Just want to give you a recap, and also I read an article about projection of the EV needed. It seems to be pretty good numbers in the future. So again, Biden was proposing certain things, in the EV that haven't had yet to be passed, and also $6 trillion recently going to be proposed on a lot of different areas, including educations and also military defense. So we'll see how it goes. 6 trillion is a big number, but honestly, if it was getting approved for that, it should be actually pretty good and exciting news that may drive the economy actually more because more money gonna flooded to the enterprises. But at the same time, also have to think about, they're trying to ask for more money for for inflation possible, and also for increased corporate tax. Pick up Friday rebound. I mean, Monday market was continued to be very strong. That was primarily driven by the China, reduction of the material prices news. S&P 500 closed higher as tech continues rebound and reporting stock value amid the using pandemic restrictions. COVID cases in the United States hit the lowest since the pandemic began. Today is Memorial Holiday, no stock market, and obviously they projected a very strong market, and also few airlines already reported that their travel was really reached back to the pre-pandemic level. So if you hear my video before, I recommended to buy United Airlines travel entertainment stock. Not way away you will get necessarily make money, right? But you can foresee in a very short time period, because after Memorial, then you're gonna hit the 4th of July, then hit Labor Day, right? And the summer season, people have been stuck at home for a long time with their children. I mean, if they have vaccinated, they probably very sure. I am very confident they will take their children to somewhere else, definitely, driving around or by plane. So therefore, gasoline price also projected to be $80 per barrel by JP Morgan Chase. So it's just something to think about. And this share of AMC Entertainment and also GameStop continue to short squeeze again. I did talk about it, but I'm not sure if anybody trying to follow through and bought some. But stock apparently have already projected to $30+ intradays on Thursday, so it was crazy, but it flipped back. So I actually would say if you want to buy it, I wouldn't bet at the current level, but maybe a little lower level, which possibly maybe at $20 level. Then the other thing, private Chinese conglomerate still invest in more spot and tourism, show most of its remaining share in the AMC, and then got pick it up. That's how the stock continued to rally. And in office with the news of vaccination, really doing a really great job. The travel cruise stock have been up since Tuesday. So it was pretty good. And MGM also, the news came out with Amazon want to buy them out, so the stock probably going back up. So this stock will actually consider to buying. That obviously with summer season opening up, people are going to take vacations, and more people will travel to casino, as vacation choice. So the stock have opportunity there as well. Bitcoin have been really hammered this week and did a pretty poor job and had gone down a lot. And if you look at now, it's like $35,000. So and so does ETH and Dogecoin also down. So something to think about. Maybe if it dipped this time, you do want to buy some. Last time it hit $30,000 lower, and then rebounded way back to even $40,000, right? And I don't know, you really to develop the strategy on Bitcoin and ask yourself, are you going to be a short person, like short profit taker, or you're going to be a long run, right? Somebody already article saying Bitcoin will go up to $100,000 per chip. So I wouldn't comment about it. I'll just tell you what I read, right? So and also at the same time, UK posted £31 billion budget deficit in April as a new fiscal year got underway. Stock advanced Tuesday morning by intraday anyway. So long, and a lot of EV stock have bound back as well. Pretty good shape. So that's another good thing. And A&F and announced earnings, so they beat the estimate, and then some other retail stock also. So they actually have been doing pretty well and gone back up as well as shares and stock. Trade talk also resumed early Thursday between China and U.S. Both sides agreed that bilateral trade relations are very important. So I really look forward to that. I hope there will be some positive thing out of that this time, not like last time, brutal discussion. And when you think about it, if this thing is going to be good and positive, both sides yield and acknowledge the importance of trade between each other, then the stock price of China stock, which have been hammered pretty badly, recently the last 2 months, will probably rebound. So something to think about. Look at it. You look at Baidu, your Pinduoduo, you look at Tencent. They're all kind of done a lot. And I would just looking and give you idea of these three big ones and maybe Baba as well. But Baba have never been doing very well. I mean, you're always ups and down 5% maybe. So if you compare the performers, Baba have potential, but for short term, probably not. And Apple may be considered by cryptocurrency when PayPal is allowing Bitcoin to put into a third-party wallet, which is a good thing. So that's another thing possible that, with this kind of possible, if they did make an announcement, I'm so sure cryptocurrency will rebound. So that's another thing to consider. Band stock have been doing pretty well. Bowling have been up, but then went back down because of Jet 787. So Bowling will be another one actually really good to buy. Again, from a historical perspective, Bowling have been beating up really badly from $500 a few years ago to now $250, half price. I mean, if you look at United Airlines, highest were $92 and now it's at $59. I mean, it's still a very good discount compared to other stocks. So something to think about. EV stock, they ups and downs, so you need to pick a good one. I still think XPEV was very strong. Again, few days, just a week ago, XPEV was experiencing down to $23.50 and now it's at $32. So it gives you the perspective of the gain, just put things in perspective. Friday, gold have reached 1909.48. WTI crude also got up $66.41 Friday closing market. Tesla jumped back at $635 a share. Okay, so things have been pretty good last week. Just for your information, overall the week Dow Jones was up 231.61 points to 0.94% higher. Nasdaq was up 277.35 points, 2.06% higher, and S&P 500 up 48.25 points, 1.16% higher. Compared to if you're using 2 weeks range, Dow was still higher. I think S&P 500 was actually lower and Nasdaq was higher. Well, maybe not. Nasdaq a little lower still. Oil price jumped again. It's jumped again. Bet that U.S. road will be a motorist over the 3-day long weekend breaking scratch in the Moody's Monday Memorial Day since 10 to rally. So we'll see if tomorrow the market open will go up or not in the oil prices. And also, I just want to quote this. So I'm looking at the screen on the around. We're not going to see the market crashing if, in fact, investors boarding it out and buy more and more. Melissa Brown, managing director of applied research at Octagon, an index and analytical provider, said in an interview with Investing.com Friday. Market crashes tended to be characterized by narrow market, a few big stocks going up while the average stock doesn't. But that doesn't seem to be what we're seeing right now with the good news, Brown added. For those who listened to my previous video, I have actually provided a few stocks, right, that were saying buy in a week dip. BIGC, for example, was slipped to $42.17 and rebounded to $54 in a week. AI actually slipped to $47.22 and actually rebounded to $61.71 in a week from $90 8 weeks ago. FROG dropped to $32.38 and rebounded now $41.55. HYLN, this is the important big one, right? For those I told you who bought it and lost so much money, need to buy more when you hit the really low end. HYLN dropped as so $7.69 and now rebounded to $11. They had some good news about their breakthrough and will be represented in a conference. So maybe the stock will go back up. My thinking is will go up to $15. They have been a range of time sitting around $17 and $19. Very solid, but then they break through the lines and drop it down. So Pinduoduo was from $202, dropped it to $110 in 2 months, and rebounded $135 a few days ago before the announcement. So I recommend try for Antimissile CCL, NCLH, You know, and then for Dow, and I would, you know, that will actually give you 15 to 80% return if you would bought the time I told you. And when I think, you know, if you ask me, I would say this: look at Dow Jones Industrial Average. I would recommend Disney, even Disney wasn't gone up and kind of bad, but they have the pipeline for the movies. So once pandemic back to normal, the movies going out. You know, I always say in Christmas time, you're gonna look forward to think about Christmas time. The stock will be heating good, right? You may be earlier than that, but I can't tell you for sure. And then, you know, I would say bowling again, $500 a few years ago. You know, travel resume. Some more company will buy the airplane. They will report gains, profit instead of losses last year. 3M, you have been very solid and strong. Mass helped them make a lot of money, but now that you know they're back to other commodity products that's selling to the market as well. TRP trip, when people go to vacations and things, they will go in that. I mean, some people can consider Airbnb, but it's kind of expensive in my opinion. MGM, definitely, you know, casino. Casino always never go wrong. If you look at history, you're always going to hit really bad and rebound. So these would be the one I recommend. Then for international, Bilibili lower than $100, you're probably good to consider buying. I still hope this company will get buyout. I really like that company. Baidu is also good to buy. Consider the $250 was the IPO price in Hong Kong, so now it's 190-ish. It's still got a bit up, right? Really discounted. And their highest were $350, just FYI. Pinduoduo is still possible. I say these China stock, if the negotiation with US and China go well, the South Sea was kind of losing up, not as tight as political grand problem. The COVID virus, they got stabilized. Here's some news expansion in Guangzhou area now. You know, and then if the later year, China tend to be always a better economic delivery in the after year, or even before Chinese year or after year, you know, third quarter. So I will look forward to thing to be stronger to end with. And if the market momentum continue to pick up XPUV, you look at this stock probably hit $39 or over $40 place. But in 2023, if they all making profit at that point, this stock will worth over $100. I still think that. I wouldn't actually recommend NIO though, because $2 right now 40, 38, still how many? But same pain was started with 17 and now it's at 32. So it's still, from comparison, still, you know, from valuation perspective, still a lot of attractiveness there. And also, again, I will ask you to apply 20% profit rule. This has been really look at the history last year of the market and tell you, you know, if you make profit hit 20%, you may consider, if you're short profit taker, you do have to consider selling at 20%, because otherwise you can jump 25 and 30 then sell it, you will end up losing 20% when the market flip. Hope you like my video and will give me you know, thumbs up if you're enjoying that. Thank you very much.